SpaceX might be preparing for one of the biggest IPOs in history, initial public offering. That means it's the first time a company is going to be available for the public to invest in, and it could be valued at $1 trillion. Let's go. Now, these numbers all sound crazy, but this hasn't happened yet. There's no official word. There's no S1 filing, which is what you need to say, hey, I want to IPO my company. But it's looking like something could happen, or at least more news could happen around March of 2026. Now, Starlink is going to be the main revenue driver for SpaceX. Now, we know SpaceX is doing rocket stuff, but Starlink has to send those satellites into space via the SpaceX rockets. And we know that SpaceX also has a bunch of government contracts because NASA is defunct, or whatever's happening with it now relies on SpaceX to do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to sending things into outer space. So you've got revenue from SpaceX, which isn't going to be as strong as the Starlink revenue that they're trying to push. If you look at Starlink's website, you can see where it's available and what is on the wait list and what's coming soon. So a lot of non-US countries are on the wait list, or rather coming soon. If they generate 10 billion, 25, 30 billion in this IPO, which is what they're trying to do, they're going to be able to launch more satellites for their Starlink business and get more people online, which means more revenue coming in for Starlink. As far as the SpaceX side goes, I hear they want to be doing things like data centers in space, basically a bunch of infrastructure stuff, but put it in space. It's crazy to be thinking just 25 years ago, we were barely looking at smartphones and wondering how the internet was going to play a part in this whole world that we live in.
What is internet anyway?
Allison, can you explain what internet is?
And now we're just doing stuff in space and launching data centers. Now that's all well and good, but let's talk about downside. If we don't see the revenue that we expect from Starlink or SpaceX, then investing in SpaceX early on may not be a great thing. Or you get in, you get 100% on your return, and then you get out. That's kind of going to be my strategy moving forward in general. My quest to become a millionaire by the end of 2025 is wrapping up quickly, and I'm not going to be doing any fancy things anymore. I'm going to be investing largely in market funds, and then 20% of my money will go to specific stocks. So how I would play this is I'm going to be getting into the IPO, of course. And then after I see that initial blow up, I'm going to sell 50% of what I have and set a stop loss sell order for maybe $20 less than whatever the current price is. And every couple days, I'll increase it. So as the price goes up, I'll move my stop loss up, and then once it comes crashing down because a bunch of people are pulling out, or for whatever reason the stock has a correction, I'll be completely out. If it IPOs at a reasonable amount, I'm going to send money to my kids' account and buy one of those shares for them and just leave it for whenever the account actually turns over to them. I said all that to say, there are initial risks, and it all revolves around the company not coming through with the revenue that it's actually expected to do. For some reason, governments might not need to be sending stuff into space because they have to focus on other stuff. The demand for Starlink in other countries might not be as strong as they think it is. Lots of different things can play into what's going to actually happen when SpaceX IPOs, or if it IPOs. Let's be real, this may not happen. This is all speculation right now. And then you also got to be thinking about those people who are strictly swing trading this. They know that a lot of people are excited about it, so they're going to be buying heavily, running the price up, and then they're going to try to rug pull some people. I mean, it's just what happens. So if you are investing and you see that initial bump and then you start to see it decline, you got to think to yourself, do I want to get out completely or do I want to take 50%? Kind of like what I'm going to be doing. And let's say you don't want to risk it for the biscuit and you think that SpaceX is too volatile or you think it's too much of a gamble right now. Check out Google. They already have a big stake in SpaceX right now. So if you want a tried and true company you're already familiar with, you could be buying shares of Google. So as SpaceX does well, Google will get a kickback, not as big as the SpaceX will be itself, but any company invested is also going to reap some of those rewards. Some other companies are going to be listed here. So check those out. These are all companies that have a hand or have a stake in SpaceX already and may do well as SpaceX becomes closer to IPO and actually goes through with the actual process. So what are we looking for in March? I mean, I'm going to be updating this story as I know more information coming out, but check back in March. That's supposedly where it's going to be IPOing or when it's going to be IPOing. If you have some sort of app that keeps you updated on news, start to plug into that finance sector that they have. They're going to be giving you good information when financial things come up. If you're serious about building your wealth, then you want to be in the know. You want to be in the room where it happened. And again, if you are interested in finance and building wealth for yourself in 2026, check out my Stand store. There's a community that I'm building, first generation wealth builders, where we just talk about money, talk about getting wealth, talk about what we're doing to generate more wealth so we can leave a lasting legacy for the people who are coming after us. If that sounds like something you're interested in, check the link in the Stand store, and the first 100 members are free. So get in quick before that offer goes away. That's going to do it for this episode. Comment below what you think. Will you be investing in SpaceX if it IPOs? And also tell me what your price would be. If you, like, let's say it IPOs at $300, would you do it? If it IPOs at $25, would you do it? If it IPOs at $1,000, would you still buy in? Let me know what your maximum price would be at IPO, and so we can have a nice discussion in the comments with each other. Pay that like tax. If you didn't like the video, double tap that thumbs down button so I can really learn my lesson. Share this with somebody who's interested in investing. Maybe they have not heard the news that SpaceX might be IPOing, so we can get more information out to people. And if you're bothered by the fact that something can be valued at $1 trillion and we could have the first trillionaire in our country, then stay tuned for the video that's going to pop up after this one. And until the next one, remember to smile because you are beautiful. Peace.